Welcome back to the No Tact Talk podcast, where the only rule here is to have no tact. We are back, okay? We are back. I wouldn't call it a hiatus, wouldn't call it a break. Your boy was just busy, okay? I think I need to make another goal for myself just so I can push even harder because, I usually get these episodes about once a week. I've been putting out other episodes, behind the scenes clips. I've been putting out kind of like reruns to catch people up because believe it or not, hold on. All right, drink of water. Believe it or not, the numbers are still kind of going up. Now, it's not like nothing crazy, right? But there are still people listening. Obviously, it's people listening, but it's more new people listening, as I say. Like, check my stats, and they talk about the new listeners and the new, unique listeners, as they always put. And I'm like, look at that. Y'all still rocking with the boy. I don't know how y'all finding me, but I got to do better. I still been putting stuff out as much as I can. Again, if you haven't heard the last couple episodes, your boy moved. We moved to the desert. Moved to El Paso, Texas. Why El Paso? Oh my gosh, because it's at Fort Bliss and your boy's still in the Army. So I know I don't talk about the Army that much, but yeah. So, this particular episode, and also to my faithful no tacticians, the interviews are coming back. Obviously, we moved to a new place. You got to meet new people. That's on one end. And then I have about 2 virtual ones coming too as well. But I don't know why I just haven't been feeling the virtual, man. Like, I just want to sit down and be in front of somebody. Just want to, sit down and look them face to face. No COVID. I could write that down too. Hold on. So basically, yeah, sorry. This is exactly what we're going to talk about today. It seems like I'm just kind of distracted, but that's one of the things that we're going to talk about today. So I don't know if I said it already, but yes, this episode is called Clearing My Notes. So in the absence of new episodes, anyway, I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. In the absence of new episodes, I've been taking notes when I can. If you're like anybody, you have a lot of thoughts. I looked up some statistic, and it's just like we have like maybe 300 plus random thoughts a day. So if you times that with ADHD, it's maybe like 600, right? So it's your boy. I've had so many episode ideas. I've had so many like good shower moments, or like when you're taking a dump on the toilet, like, yo, this is really good. So I wanted to go through some of them with you. And I don't know why I titled this because I had like maybe like 10 different notes. I just kind of like copied and pasted and put them all together for this episode, so I wouldn't just be rambling. But it's a bunch of different stuff. It's not really like a theme besides my notes. That's the only thing I got for you. Also, if you watch it on YouTube, check out your boy Game Room. If there's nothing else I got done in the last 30 days, it's your boy Game Room it's flourishing. Okay, you see the TV in the back. That's not the logo, but no tact talk right there. You see the lights. You see the what we got, the bookshelves, and obviously the hoodie. NoTactTalk.com, baby. You know how we out here. No, so we still going along. It feels weird because we live in a world full of just content. And honestly, I don't know how people have the time to just constantly put stuff out. Like, I think I'm doing pretty good considering, I'm working like 12 hours a day. I got a dog, wife. I'm still trying to like have any type of relationship with anybody. It's just this life just be happening. You just trying to eat. You trying to get your piece. You trying to catch up on your shows. I'm trying to watch One Piece again. I think I'm watching, what's up, the anime? Demon Slayer. That's cool. Just stuff, and now, if you knew me back like when I was recruiting, it was a little bit more time. Well, it was time consuming, but it was like I had a little more freedom to kind of do this. And I was in Austin, which has an amazing amount of people. I'm not saying they're not in El Paso. I just ain't met them yet. It's just like going from, I don't know, New York City to like Birmingham. Like, it's people there, but it ain't like, so maybe one day I'll get close to LA or New York and be famous and whatever else. But in the time being, thank y'all for rocking with me. So I'm pretty sure I had a point prior to that, but here we go. First note, and this is maybe 3 or 4 notes I had put together. It was about leadership. So I'm learning a lot about my. Oh, it was the title. Okay, here we go. Full circle. Anyway, so I've been learning a lot about myself, um, because of how I'm put in a position. So I was leading before. I've led soldiers. I've had people under me. If you know anything about the military, you have different levels of leadership. So you start off as like a private, and you can't get like a specialist. It's kind of like grooming you for leadership, like the army, military wide. It really grooms you to be a leader. Now you could choose to be a really good leader, or you could choose to be a trash leader, right? It's all about you. It's all about setting an example, being an example, leading from the front. A quote that I talk about often is leadership is an action. It's not a position. I couldn't tell you where I heard that from, but leadership is an action, not a position. So, and you can equate this to like relationships and stuff as well. Like if the man has to be like, I'm the dad, or I'm the husband, or I'm the sergeant, or I'm the this. If you have to exert your position and or power or whatever you might feel like you have just to win an argument or to make a point, bro, you're already lost. It's kind of like a guy saying, why don't you let me be the man? You never let me be the man. Like, bro, the girl should not have to give you space to be the man. Like, bruh, chill. I was just talking about that with one of my friends. Like, yo, chill. You gotta give off some new vibes. You gotta give off some new energy. But anyway, so I mean, I'm not the most hood soldier, if you know what I mean. I'm not the most like, don't tread on me, giant truck dip army hood shooting guns type of guy, the stereotype that we kind of always see and I see almost every day. I'm cool. I just know I want to take care of people, which is essentially what being a non-commissioned officer in the army is just taking care of your Joes, people, the people you work with, getting the mission done efficiently and as quickly as possible. So I've had a lot of bad leadership, and people normally say toxic or whatever else. Like I guess I've had toxic too, but I don't like that rhetoric because we always go to that and we never do anything about it. So I mean I'm taking a page out of my own book. I had to have an opportunity. I think I have 4 or 5 soldiers now. I'm being the change that I want to see. I think I'm pretty cool personally, but I'm kind of strict. I'm kind of like the rules kind of guy, but it's like I'm two completely different people sometimes because I'm so chill at home, but I know that, and I see things I have gone through in them, and I want to fix it. Okay, I want to be a good example for them. If you, yeah, I feel like my children sometimes. Like 2 of them are like 2 years older than me. Whatever, you still a private, bro. You still a specialist. No, but it's like how to treat. You treat some people one way because they're an adult. You treat other people other ways because they're kids, and so. But through that, I think every day in my car, I'm self checking myself. I'm like, okay, what type of leader do you want to be? Or I can't get mad at somebody about not being in uniform or not doing the right thing if I'm not doing this. So I'm always self checking myself, and I realize that it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to just really be on it. Because especially in the military, and I'm sure in other realms as well, perception is a lot of the army, a lot of the military. And I feel like it can be, let's just say the corporate world, it is like, you see the guy who always getting there early and always leaving. Like he's the first one to get there and the first one to leave, or last one to leave. But that don't mean you're a good worker. You just there all day. The army kind of forces you to be a leader, or you're gonna stick out, pretty bad. You're gonna look like garbage quickly because the army has like it's its own thing, it's its own organization, and you know how they go. If you don't, just hit me up on the side. Anyway, so I'll say all that to say is that that's one of the things in my notes is leadership, and I've been finding quotes, and I've been just doing stuff I normally never would do. Like, why do I even care? I just met y'all. Like, why do I care so much about your life? I found myself calling soldiers. One just had a surgery not too long ago, and I hit him up like on a Sunday afternoon, just kind of thinking, like, oh man, how he's doing. Just checked on him, made sure that he knew it was not work related. I'm just, hey man, I'm just checking to see how you doing. Just stuff like that. And I'm, you get home, you be like, hey, bro, I'm proud of myself. I'm your boy growing up. I'm already grown, but in different areas, I think it's important that we see how we grow up. You do a self assessment, a self check. Like, okay, Jay, you really be out here, right? So anyway, my next note that I'm clearing out of my notes, because everything I'm talking about today, I'm clearing it out because this is all the stuff I want to talk about anyway. I want to give y'all fresh new content. Anyway, the next one, again, in no particular order or sequence, it says the fear of failure by not being able to put out content. I kind of already covered that. I think pressure is important. Does make diamonds, all that cliche stuff. But I'll look at like my Insta, like even my personal Instagram page, or even the No Tact Talk Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. No, No Tact Talk. I'll see 5 days ago, 7 days ago, and God forbid you go on there and it be like, how you ain't posted it so long, it just started showing the date, like it'd be like January 12th. And it's like February 1st, and it's like, oh, I ain't put nothing out in like almost a month, and it just kind of gets you. So I had one of those moments. I'm like, damn, you trash. You be talking all this motivational stuff. You be saying all this stuff to these people. You say you're gonna be consistent and put this stuff out, and you ain't putting. You can't even make no post, much less an episode. But then from therapy and other people and our friends and stuff, I'm like, okay, yo, Jay, give yourself a break. You moved 10 hours away. You had to facilitate that whole move. The Army didn't move me. It was me and U-Haul, dog, right? Pulling vehicles, packing the family up, leaving one place, paperwork-wise, getting to another place paperwork-wise, still going home for Christmas, having my sister visit, just all types of things. Trying to find like how my new work environment is gonna be, feeling people out. It's a lot. So I'm like, yo, chill. Y'all will be okay. Cause I ain't gonna go crazy for y'all. Okay? I ain't even there popping yet, so y'all even notice. Like, Jay, we miss you. I ain't even up there at that level yet. Talking to myself and y'all and whoever else. I don't know. That's why I had to like I've been in the shower. I'm like, bro, like you good. You good, fam. Okay, so I gave myself a break on that. And for some reason, right under that, I figured, this is weird. I don't know if this is even a statement or not. It said, I figured you lose a piece of yourself when you're trying to win. That's what it was. It wasn't lose. I figured you lose a piece of yourself when you're trying to win. So it reminds me of a conversation I had about excuses, about execution. I'm legitimately arguing like 5 people at one time, which is not uncommon for me. In my kitchen, I'm drinking conversations. But it's a vibe. It was a vibe. It wasn't nothing crazy. So I'm like, hey, I kind of have a different mindset. And this is like in the middle of recruiting as well. Because it's kind of like a lot, for me, I feel like you either got it or you don't. You either can execute in this moment or you cannot. You can go try again. You can practice and train, whatever else. But in this moment, for whatever we need to get done, you can either execute or you can't. And so what they were saying was like, no, Jackie, what you saying, you trying to be all, motivational. You trying to get it. But in reality, if you did the best you can, that's enough. I couldn't buy that, not even for a nickel. I couldn't buy it because I've legitimately, and my therapist has approved this. So this is not just me. I have legitimately, it's kind of like a callus in my brain. I have said these affirmations and positive things to myself so much to where I can't even go against it anymore. Like, no, you either execute or you garbage. You either do it or you can't. You either get the girl or you don't. You either save the day or you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am an extreme personality, but I think some people could benefit from that because you could be extreme the other way and just be like, oh, I don't know. It's like Sadness from that movie Inside Out. Like, she was just so sad about everything. It had a good ending to that movie, but still, like, up until that point, you're like, dang, why you so sad about everything, right? So I'm the positive one, but I had to understand in that, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I had to understand that, like, I get it. You might not make it, or you do the best you could and you fall short, but everything's okay. It is okay. But then you got to go home and live with yourself. So just like the last one, feel fair by not being able to put out content. Now, it's like I'm talking to myself in a circle, right? It's kind of like I'm contradicting myself. No, because I was like, yo, you looking garbage right now, Jay, because I get it. You got stuff going on, but this is something that you like to do. It makes you feel better. And because if you listen to any of these other episodes, I say it a lot. I did this podcast to sleep better, to get it all out, because I talk so much anyway, and it helps me. So like um, I'm feeling myself like getting flustered again. My brain feels heavier again, like it used to before I started the podcast, because there's so many thoughts. Like I'm dreaming heavier, and I'm waking up tired. I'm like, yo, what's happening? I'm thinking it's because I'm busy at work, and I am, but I'm like, no, this is different. I gotta go plug up this. Man, my microphone was unplugged. Like it was out, but I wasn't like ready to record, you know. So I was like, no, I gotta go put some of the stuff down on this wax and this microphone and get this stuff out, for not just for y'all, but for me, because we're here. You know what I'm saying? We no tacticians. We here right now. All right. So I gave myself a break, but at the same time, I realized, like, no, you're better than this. You're in your groove now. All right, cool. You know what the work tempo was like. Okay, cool. You got your people. Now what? So I got a little bit lazy, because I just be so tired. Because I mean, legit, your boy, you know how it is in the Army. You getting up 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You don't get home about 5, 6 o'clock at night. You got maybe 3 hours to kind of get it done. And then on the weekend, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna record some on the weekend. But I just be like, nah, because then I'm thinking like, okay, cool. You trying to get out as early as possible on Friday. You might get, have a little fun on Friday night. You wake up kind of groggy. Saturday, you clean up, wash your clothes, wifey meal prepping and stuff. And Sunday, you prepping for Monday. Like, what is life? So I'm like, no. A couple of weekends, I said, nah, bro, I gotta choose me, because this ain't just no sit down talk. And I get up and go do whatever. Like, people like, no, all you do is record. Take about an hour out of your day. I'm recording. I'm making clips. I'm editing the video and the audio. I'm getting guests. I'm setting times up. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not finna sit here. No, I'm just playing. No, it is a lot, and I love it. It's a labor of love, but I had to pick. Mental health over this, dog. But I'm back. I promise you, I'm good. Promise you, I'm good. I got 2 good interviews coming up. Y'all gonna love them. Anyway, let's keep this train going. 17 minutes, doing good. I had a moment. Well, I had one note that just said the purge. So it's purging unnecessary things out of your life. Okay. Again, going through my notes, it's purging unnecessary things out of your life. So in the new transition and new life that I'm living, the way of life that I'm living, I realized I had to, hey, I can't play Call of Duty on weekdays like I used to. Like, I only play on Saturday morning. It's a part of my stress relief. So this is essential. You may think it's a game, but like, I wake up in the morning, I get me a s'mores Pop-Tart, I get my coffee, I make it the right way, grounding the beans. There's a labor love with that. I come in this room, I have the Ember cup, so it's my perfect temperature is 139 degrees. I make sure my boy's on. I get my nice little comfy chair. I'm still in pajamas. Titan is behind me, my dog, like he is right now. He be knocked out. And we just vibe for a couple of hours. And I get out of my chair, go do some chores, clean the car, whatever. But this is my day. It's my time. Had to do that for me. What's another one? Oh, I think I had this one like even last year. It was a podcast affirmation. I talked about this on the New Year's Day Eve, whatever you want to call it, episode at the beginning of this year. With Cherokee, I think that everybody should have their own type of affirmation. That they're speaking life into yourself. So you don't even have to believe in God, but you need to speak positivity. Whether you believe in God and speaking into existence, whether you believe in just positive thinking, same difference, bro. Same difference, sis. Whatever you identify as, right? Speak positive things to yourself. Remind yourself, lie to yourself. I dare say, okay. If you fat, I'm skinny. Well, if you want to be skinny, because you could be, curvaceous, whatever you want to be. But you get what I'm saying. If you want to stop doing something, let's say you were, I don't know, alcoholic. See, I still drink. First, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. First thing I said, like, I ain't no quitter, cause somebody said in the army, AA is for quitters. Point is, if you want to be better at something, speak that thing. Okay, speak positivity, whether you believe it or not. If you say it to yourself every day, it will come to pass. All right, I'm off that because I keep my mind keep rambling. My affirmation for my podcast, and I'm gonna go ahead and read it out. It's really short. I see 10,000 plus downloads and or plays per episode. I see sponsors fighting for space to get a chance to give a mid roll or pre roll in the No Tact Talk podcast. Obviously, mid rolls in between. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. I see the No Tact Talk podcast network hosting 10 plus other podcasts, and they are all bringing in revenue, and they are all, including No Tact Talk, are wildly successful. If I haven't mentioned that, which I don't even know, you try to keep up with other episodes to create the continuity, but I just don't remember. So I have I had 3 as of last year of people that I was working on, and now I have one solid other podcast that will be under the umbrella of the podcast, No Tact Talk Podcast Network. So if you're interested in that, let your boy know. And I realized, I'm like, no, okay, I had these plans. I want this, I want that. I want a crime podcast. I want a media podcast, whatever else. But I said, no, I'm going to build quality podcasts from this network. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to replicate all the work that I had to put into it, but make it shorter, obviously. I'm going to produce, aid, abet, all that stuff with the podcast that I have coming up. Now it's supposed to come out in the first times life happens again. It's going to come out when it come out. I'm tired of putting times tables on myself. I'm doing this thing. I'm not being trash, and I'm doing the best I can. I said it. Sometimes you got to say stuff like that. You got to just, I've got my own motivation. I'm on what they say. I'm in competition with myself. But you're going to get this quality work. Because when it come out, it's going to be lit. And we're going to do an episode together, pushing it. It's going to be awesome. Y'all going to love it. Anyway, what was the next one? I see new people coming in my life with divine talents needed to make the No Tact Talk podcast network successful. I pray that each episode has substance that can and will benefit the kingdom of God. And that's it. And I've been trying to say that as much as I can. I need to print this thing out so it's like in my face somewhere. Because if it's in your notes in your phone, obviously it gets lost and you're like, oh my God. And then you look at it on the toilet one day because you ain't got no reception in the Applebee's or something like that. And now you got like an expensive calculator. And all you can do is go through your photos of your notes. So then you go back to all your notes and you're like, oh, I did write that down. Oh,